My grandpa called y'all, and I guess we just kind of got the idea and drove up here. We want to see how much it scored.
Michaella Monroe, goodness gracious, what a deer you shot. Behind us, Norm Minch and David Yancey are scoring this deer, officially scoring this deer. You just got to tell me the story.
We took my little brother and me and my mom, my dad, and then we went hunting. This is youth season.
Youth season, ah.
We sat there, and like about 15 minutes before dark, he finally came out. And my dad, he's just sitting there. He said, "There he is." So I got my gun up without.
Now how far was he away from you?
I'd say about 180 yards.
Wow. What kind of gun were you using?
A Remington 243.
You can't beat a 243.
No, you can't.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So he said, "There he is." So without him saying anything else, I just got my gun up and got him on him, and I shot. But first time I missed him because he spun around, and so I shot again, and he just dropped like I had killed him. We sat there for a few more minutes, and a doe came out, and so I was all excited. So I decided I'd shoot her too. I wanted some meat home. So I came up holler, and all I seen was horns sticking out of the creek, and I started screaming for my daddy and for everybody else and their mother. And I was running, and I don't see how I didn't fall or anything, because I was running through tree limbs, through sticker bushes and everything. I got down the creek, and my legs just felt like they gave out. The deer just got bigger and bigger every time I looked at it.
Now that it's out, now that everybody has seen the pictures, what kind of response are you getting from people?
I've got a lot of comments to say that it's amazing, it's the biggest deer they've ever seen, and most people are saying, like most men are saying, that I probably won't get married because they don't want a woman to kill a bigger deer than them. But yeah, I done told my daddy when I leave, that deer's coming with me.
A proud hunting mom's reaction to our daughter killing a
well,
brute.
As soon as they called and told me exactly how big it was, I called, well, people in the family and some friends, and we spread the word.
We'd had about, I'd say about 50 people towards the end.
50?
Yeah.
And where were you at this point? Just
at my grandpa's farm. We was in his barn.
Picture after picture. Very proud. Couldn't be more prouder.
Can you think of a better way for a kid to grow up?
No, because I mean, your time out in your woods with your kids, I mean, like you said, they're not going to get in any trouble. Plus, it's quality time with you. You can teach them about the outdoors. And then also, when I like to take my daughter deer hunting, that's our mom and daughter time for me to talk with her, to find out about her life, to find out how she's doing. And of course, she's always shushing me when we're in the deer stands, you know.
Well, I knew easily it was going to make a record book. It was just about a matter of how much. You know, the fact that we had a youngster take it was even more exciting for us, and we're seeing more of that over the last couple of years. Kids are getting out there, and Mikey's at the perfect age to be out there. So I'm thrilled that this rascal walked out there and gave her a chance, and that's what youth season's about.
And I'm going to stand back and watch you do what you do and get this final score here. This deer came in at 162. Not 219 5/8.
Oh my God.
That puts you in the books, big time. Can you believe that? And a 200-inch deer is phenomenal. Now I think more and more ladies are catching on to the great outdoors. You know, a couple years ago, Sarah Terry, about her age at the time, caught the state record muskie.
That's great.
She shot a huge deer. So I mean, more and more ladies are catching on. And tell all those girls out there who are thinking about going hunting and fishing.
Tell them it's just a great time, and you'd never know life until you experience it, and you can experience it the best out in the woods.
Hey, one of our favorite Christmas stories. Y'all like this one. It's coming up next. But first, here's this week's fishing report.
This is Tom with your fishing report from the Northeast. Even though winter seems to be settling in on us here, there are still plenty of good fishing opportunities out there. The best place for you is up on the Ohio River, where they're catching plenty of sauger and walleye. The main channel of the river and the creek mouths are where the fish seem to be. Trout were also recently stocked in Greenbow Lake. Besides all the usual baits like night crawlers and power baits, you could try trolling using Super Dupers and Joe's flies. Crappie at Cave Run and Grayson seem to be staged near the main lake ledges. Minnows and silver buddies could get some of these fish in the boat. Wherever you go, make sure you wear your life jacket and dress for cold weather. It can be harsh out there this time of the year. but the fishing is still good. Good luck and stay safe.
This is Kevin Fry with your Eastern Area Fisheries Report. Recent rains have raised elevation in lakes, making conditions murky or muddy. This will provide good jigging conditions for largemouth bass at Dewey, Fish Trap, Buckhorn, and Yatesville lakes. On sunny days, try the shallow water. For the cloudy days after cool nights, try deeper water off the edge of flats for bass. With the recent heavy outflows in the tailwater below the dam, this will draw in some muskie below the dam. Crappie fishing is still good in lakes, but with muddy water conditions, anglers are having best luck with live minnows as bait. Good numbers of crappie are being caught at Dewey and Buckhorn lakes.
This is David Whiffles with your Southwestern Kentucky Fishing Report. Recent rains have brought Barren and Green River lakes above winter pool, so expect the upper ends of both lakes to be pretty muddy. Fishing in this muddy water on warmer days with large spinner baits and jigs near structures and channel drops should produce some black bass for you. Look for walleyes to be below some of the locks and dams on Barren and Green River. Also, muskie fishing should be picking up. Use your fishing electronics to locate large schools of shad near bluff walls on the Green River Lake. Fish with fuzzy doesits or other jig-style baits and shad imitating colors. Good luck and be safe.